Spawning up here. Yes, right up here in the top left. As the red Zerg player, it is none other than the red Zerg player. I've already said red multiple times. It's sLivko. And his opponent up in the top right, it is the teal Zerg representing VP BenQ. It is sLivko. Cool fact, I use BenQ monitors and they are amazing. Best monitors I've ever used. So yeah, cool little fact. Shout out to a random sponsor. I feel like I should shout out my sponsors, Plantonics. I'm using one of their headsets to do this. The Commander, it's ace. Everyone go love them. Plantonics Gaming on like Facebook and Twitter and stuff. Say Madals sent you. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk a little bit more about this game. ZvZ on Frost. 4-player spawn position, so early pulls unlikely. You've got to have gonads the size of coconuts to ever go for like an early spawning pool up against on a 4-player spawn map until you know where your opponent is. Like I'm talking before for really early, like we're seeing come down here from Bly. Bly did the same build actually against his previous opponent Indra in a best of one, where it was a temple double extraction, except against his previous opponent he didn't keep this gas at all, so it is slightly different. Probably going to be for an early speed, but still aggressive. Meanwhile, sLivko, he's just like hatch first, does do a little check around, make sure nothing untoward is happening, though I'm not quite sure what he would have been looking for. Anyway, 3 drones in gas. Bly just probably going to be going for some kind of speedling all-in, trying to get a quick game 1 win, which wouldn't be a bad thing by any means. Game 1 is always a good psychological advantage. If game 2 doesn't go your way, guess what? You get the 3rd. But if it does, nice easy win 2-0. Always looks good on the numbers sheet. So, in terms of this game at the moment, spawning pool only just now coming down for sLivko after he started up the hatchery. Things really piecing together nicely. Overlord's going to fist bump, and that's when you say, okay, I know where you are now. That's always good. So both players know where they are spawning. Unfortunately for sLivko, unfortunately for Bly, his Bane nest is going to get seen pretty damn early. So it's not speeding all in. I'm just keeping it on sLivko's vision at the moment. Okay, so he sees some lings. He knows it's an early. Oh! Oh no, he pulled back. He pulled back. Okay, he's coming back. He's realized, hang on. I should probably check what is round here. Sees more Zerglings. sLivko, there's a Baneling nest! Okay, Zerglings dealing some good damage. They're synchronized all of their biting. I can't believe that sLivko hasn't seen the Baneling nest. That is so huge. But now he knows. Now he goes, whoa, Banelings, better make some spine crawlers ASAPs. And of course, even if sLivko gets out his own Zerglings now, he has to have godly control of those, just to make sure the Banelings don't annihilate everything. Bly has got so many Banelings there. Waddle, 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 waddle. Oh no, here they go. Detonation's already coming down. The drone's spreading out, but this is lost mining time, if nothing else. A couple of spines are trying to come down. I think you could 2 Banelings there and potentially kill 3 drones. 1 goes down. It's still worth it. Look at this lost mining time. The income currently for sLivko is 0. That hurts. But the spine crawlers are now coming up. Unfortunately, the Queen taking quite a bit of fire too. The Zerglings probably should prioritize a couple of drones, but currently this game is sitting at 6 drones to 9. In Bly's favor, Bly's still mining that gas too, so he's got a good amount of that dancing around. But no, the natural base is still up for sLivko. He's lost a good chunk of mining time, but he's still got it. It exists. Bly's still darting around. He's going to be able to kill that drone. This poor drone will die a horrible death. And of course, the spine crawlers now shuffling their way out, but the Queen back in the main base with all 3 spine crawlers moving down. This could be a problem. Drones being forced to pull once more just to try and force back these lings, and doesn't want too much else damage done, but still 3 lings remain in the base. This is frustrating. More are going to try and come through, but look at the spines are all around, but I think some lings could actually sneak you around without taking too much damage. That'd be quite effective for them. Another spine crawler unburrows, removes 6 banelings on their way through. This is aggressive play. 9 drones on each side, but still the baneling count is getting higher. More spines still around here. This is aggressive. The Queen stumbling about. Unbeknown currently to sLivko are these banelings that have just finished morphing. More lings are not on the way. There's only these 4. And some banelings there. What are they going to try and do? There are spine crawlers. sLivko, as far as he remembers, or Bly doesn't actually know where those spines are. Only that one up there because it was burrowed. But now in he comes. 6 banelings just going to try and sneak their way through. 4 managed to make the perilous journey to the main base. Drones being forced to pull once again. 1 detonation go down. Only needs 1 more, and it would be disastrous if he was able to connect. But it's not. The drones get away. None of them go down. Bly just sending this 1 lone ling in, but doesn't manage to deal any damage. But of course, that's more lost mining time there for sLivko, which isn't really what he would have wanted. Drone count 1 up currently for Bly, but these 2 hatcheries are so important. So important. Basically keeping these 2 hatcheries up just gives so much more production. sLivko. Are you going to be able to defend this? The speed upgrade is on its way down for the lings currently for Bly. The spine call is repositioning. It's trying to get the optimal amount of poking possible. Back when Facebook, of course, first came out, many people tried to optimize their poking potential. Were you a poker on Facebook? I was never a poker. That's always an important thing to know. But yeah, Bly hiding a couple of lings down the back here. Speed nearly done. He's getting out a lot more zerglings. If at first your 1 base all in does not succeed, 1 base more. That's always important to do. I see someone is also asking in chat about brackets. I'm going to multitask. I'm going to cast and post brackets, because that's what I'm doing. And also it's going to lead this strange thing to people wondering whether the game was over when I posted that, running with a 90-second delay. But still, fun times. Another spine coming down. And the reason this spine's coming down is because sLivko knows there isn't a natural base yet. So he's like, there is some trickery on its way. Droning coming up. Of course, these 2 queens sitting there. These 4 spine crawlers are going to be so important. They can deal a lot of damage very quickly. And I have no doubt in my mind that it can make away. Another spine crawler coming down. This is making like a nice arrow now. I want a spine crawler there, just to complete the arrow, and 1 there. Then I'd be very happy. But anyway, zerglings streaming over. 12 more in production. A lot of banelings coming through, 6 of them. The spines have to go down. 7 banelings. Maybe even get 8. There we go. 9 is potential. Are we going to get 10 banelings? No. Not yet, anyway. Oh, definitely. Right. Nope. Yep, there we go. 10 banelings. 10 banelings. The spines are still here, though. The queens stacking up. More lings on their way over. More lings in production. Bly is going for it. It's an all-in now. sLivko, if he holds, he pretty much wins. In come the banelings. They're waddling. 2 spine crawlers down straight away. A couple more spines trying to take some damage. Only 2 spine crawlers do remain. 2 drones. Oh, wow. Big baneling hit there on the drones. The queen's being forced to come down in order to help defend. 1 queen will die. A couple more drones are getting taken out. Bly, though, still currently down in terms of the drone count. But not for long if he just gets a couple more kills. Good middle stacking there on the drones. Keeping all up on top of each other. Minimizing the damage done. Drone count has now been leveled out. A single lone zergling trying to find a way through. But it's then like, whoa, that's a lot of spine crawlers. But that was a big push. Resources lost, slightly more lost by Bly at the moment, but he's got more lings on their way over. No baneling nest has been constructed as of yet. No gas has been mined by sLivko, so he does not have speed nor banelings to defend this. More banelings could be coming through. 3 spine crawlers back in the front. Queens are still keeping themselves nicely tucked up there. Bly just came up sort of 2 spines. Didn't see the 3rd one in the back, but still thought, nope, that is not too fun. But anyway, Rocks getting taken down. Doesn't serve too much purpose. These 2 queens getting quite far forward. More spine crawlers coming down. sLivko knows that with his natural up and his opponent lacking a natural base, he's looking very good. sLivko comes back in and goes, he still hasn't expanded. This is looking very nice for me. Of course, no chance of mining out for a long period of time with only 14 drones on the map. But you never know. Things could be fairly fun. More banelings morphing in though. 9 of them. Can they make it through? Another 2 spine crawlers about to finish up. The queen's walling off the ramp. More lings there walling off the ramp. Ooh. This is a smart play by sLivko. He realizes the incoming peril and puts up some evolution gems. Won't get the 3rd one to complete the wall off though. And that means that the spine crawlers moving back. Some problems are arising. Mass transfuse on that hatchery. Just making sure it stays up. Purely because sLivko knows that's where the win is. Game is called. And sLivko takes the first game of this series.